In February 2025, the UK car market is more than confusing, and even Porsche's GT Halo cars are no longer commanding the strong overs they once did. Several factors have contributed to this shift, leading to a significant decline in some of the range of 911s. In this video, we look at prices, the number of cars advertised, and data you might not be aware of if you are looking to buy a special 911. This will answer some questions that you might have, so watch to the end as things unfold. Let's start with the GT3 RS in the latest variant. The prices range from £324,000 to £249,000. Some of these cars have been on the market for some time, dropping the price slowly. Not all RSs are the same, and the specification at build is what demands the higher price. Some of these cars were ordered without favoured options, like carbon ceramic brakes. This was due to issues of supply at the time. When the order was locked, and the customer decided to have the car sooner, instead of waiting, was this the right choice? What it means to the market is that there are more cars available with completely different options fitted. This makes it more difficult to compare. The cars demanding the highest values should have the Weissach package, Club Sport package, and carbon ceramic brakes. Cars like this have been waiting for the right person. Are the large drops a result of overpricing at the start, and now they are normalizing? All GT3 RSs will provide the owner with everything you could ask of a car. This example at Porsche Centre Hatfield is priced to sell. Looking at this car as an example, taking a look at the configurator and options selected. This car was £207,000, making this £43,000 over list. And you can see if the Weissach package was added to this car, it would have increased the price at build by £29,600. This would make the car at build £236,000. The car would be more desirable to some, but it all depends on the purpose the vehicle is used for as whether it is needed. On the track, this beast is incredible, and probably the best track weapon you could ever drive. So if you are looking at this generation of RS, the prices are as low as they have ever been. What does the future look like? I don't think it is possible to say right now. There have been more allocated cars than ever before. So people buying for values, the safer option would be the limited edition models like the ST, Sport Classic and Turbo 50. However, if you want a GT3 RS, then just buy it. You won't be disappointed. What about the 991 variant? To some this is more raw, with less technology, yet still one of the most capable cars. Prices in February 2025 range from £200,000 to £127,000. Again, the Weissach package and carbon ceramic brakes play a huge part of the values. This amazing example at Porsche Wolverhampton at £200,000 has every option ticked. The biggest difference with the 991 is the aerodynamics, suspension, and technology. This variant has a fixed rear wing and doesn't use active aerodynamics. It has significantly less downforce and less airflow management for cooling. But do not think the 991 GT3 RS is not as good as the latest generation. Porsche Works race driver Kevin Ester set a lap time of 6 minutes 56 seconds. 4. At the Nürburgring, the Nordschleife proved how capable this car was in 2018. As a comparison, in 2022, Bergmeister in the latest generation recorded 6 minutes 49 seconds. 3. This is 7 seconds faster, which means both generations are incredible. The 991 is an amazing car, and in the right hands as fast round a track. To some more engaged and making the driver do more. The power difference is minimal. The latest generation revs slightly higher. The stability is still incredible even without the downforce. 0 to 60 miles per hour times are nearly identical. Visually, the 991 is aggressive, to some one of the best looking models. So if you are looking at a 991 GT3 RS, then prices are at a point that realistically they will not drop much further. So buy and enjoy. It is highly recommended. In 2025, road-focused cars have got to the point now that they are amazing. The GTS model has been a huge success. It is a car that captures attention, ticks many boxes, and is an all-round amazing car. It appears that this success has driven sales away from other models. This success can be seen looking at the amount of advertised cars. In February 25, there are 237 GTS models, 18 991 4 GTS, 21 Carrera 4 GTS, and 42 Carrera GTS. Then 32 992 4 GTS, 44 Carrera 4 GTS, and 80 Carrera GTS. This is 237 cars. This example shows 80 Carrera GTSs. With so many cars available, some amazing colors including paint to sample, some of the options available make the GTS incredible. If you are looking for one, the used market is great. Prices ranging from £172,000 to £93,000. Looking at the 991, there are 42 examples advertised. These cars offer amazing value. This is a great 911 with so much potential, with prices ranging from £85,000 to £54,000. It is not hard to understand just why the GTS has been so successful. Porsche created a great car here. In the UK, a total of 5,542 cars are now recorded at the DVLA. This GTS success has affected the number of orders for turbo models, and this data is important to understand. The Turbo S recorded cars since 2010 as the 997 Gen 2 is released. 991 Gen 1. Look at the number of cars since launch in 2013 to 2016, then the release of the second generation in 2017. When the 992 was released in 2021, the number of cars on the road shows an odd trend. This can only be the result of turbos across these generations no longer being on the road. What does this mean to the market looking at cars advertised? Comparing the GT3s to the Turbo S, there are 41 GT3s, 27 RSs, 31 Tourings, 32 Turbos, 5 Turbo 50s, 57 Turbo S's. This is a total of 94 Turbos, 99 GT3s and 237 GTS models. Looking at turbo prices, there are 4 modified Brabus Turbo S's, available from £364,000 to £299,000. The first stock Turbo S price is at £190,000. These high-end examples, with all options tick, demand high premiums. With such varied options, mileage and history, the price range is vast. At the bottom of the pricing range, at £125,000, is a 5-year-old lower spec car, which is a hypercar with luxury. Can this really be compared to other manufacturers' cars at the same price point? This makes some of these Turbo S's great value. Looking at the first original stock car at Porsche, this example is priced at £182,000. Porsche Centerchester, in this example, values this amazing looking, only 700 miles, ice grey metallic Turbo S at close to list price. Now compare the 991 generation Turbo S's. With 33 Turbo and 51 Turbo S's being available, and 3 specials which will be covered shortly, that's a total of 87. The price is starting at $125,000 for a 2018 car. These 991 Turbo S's offer great value. Under £100,000, you can have what could be one of the best 911s ever made, a monster of a car. With the lowest being £65,000. Is there anything else like this at this price? Looking at the turbo numbers, the data shows the 991 has similar numbers to the 992. The limited edition models are key here. The GT3 models tells a different story, the 991 numbers being much lower. Make a note of the 997 numbers. So now let's look at the data for the limited edition models of the Turbo S. In 2014, there was the limited edition Turbo S exclusive GB edition. Only 40 cars were made to celebrate the 911 Turbo's 40th birthday, 15 in silver, 10 in Guards red, and 15 in white. These rare limited run cars do not come up for sale often. There is only one advertised at the moment, and this car led the path for the 991 Turbo exclusive series released in 2017. Only 500 cars were produced globally, and the DVLA data shows around 40 cars were recorded in the UK. There are only 2 cars advertised at the moment, normally advertised around £280,000. The 997 has to be a car worth considering. While its technology may seem basic in today's standard, it remains highly capable and delivers everything a driver needs and more. Looking at the 997 Turbo, there are 48 cars advertised, ranging from £70,000 to high mileage examples around £40,000, the average price being around £60,000. Then the Turbo S, there are 17 cars advertised, ranging from £114,000 to £60,000, the average price being around £75,000. For the most raw experience you can get in a 911, you have to consider the 997 GT3. In this generation, the driver does everything. One of the most rewarding cars you can buy. There are only 8 advertised 997 GT3s, ranging from £115,000 to £83,000. A low mileage example demands high values, and the 3.6 and 3.8 litre engines have different price points. The 997 GT3 RS models can appear confusing, with only 11 examples advertised, and a price range of £495,000 to £112,000. Again, the 3.6 and 3.8 have different price points. But the biggest difference is the 4-litre. Only 600 cars were ever made globally, with only 3 advertised right now. And most of these, GT3 RS, 4 litres are left-hand drive. These are special cars, something for the collection to keep and treasure, demanding a high price due to rarity, performance, and being the ultimate evolution of the 997 GT3. GT3s are totally different cars when compared to a turbo. To a lot of Porsche fans, the turbo is the ultimate 911. Every generation just got better and better. 5.4 seconds to 60 miles per hour. This in the 1970s. Under 3 seconds in the latest generations. Hypercar performance in a car that can be driven as a daily. The Porsche 911 Turbo is arguably one of the best Porsche models to buy for several compelling reasons. Whether you're looking for performance, a supercar with practicality, luxury, or long-term value, the Turbo excels in every aspect. It delivers hypercar rivaling speed with its twin-turbocharged flat-6 engine, yet remains usable as a daily driver and always reliable. Unlike track-focused Porsches, like the GT3s, the Turbo offers all-wheel drive for maximum grip in all conditions. If you want a Porsche that does it all, blistering speed, daily usability, timeless design, and long-term value, the 911 Turbo is hard to beat. And production numbers affect long-term values. The lower build numbers due to the market conditions and also the GTS success means that right now turbo models are as low as they have ever been. Another compelling reason to consider the 911 Turbo in the UK is the model range available compared to other global markets. To explain this, you have to look at the offering in the UK to USA. As of February 2025, what models are available in the 911 range, and how does the presentation of this information differ between the UK and Germany? The Carrera models are shown first. There are no turbo-based models. The Targa. The GT3 models. The special limited edition collector's models. On the UK website, the product lineup is shown differently. The Carrera models followed by the Targa, the Turbo 50 years, the GT3 and GT3 RS and ST model. Just like the UK, in Germany the only turbo available is the Turbo 50. These special models are shown much clearer in Germany. The Dakar is totally missing from the UK website. All 3 of these special limited cars are highlighted, including the ST. In the UK, when you select the ST model, we have a totally different starting point. When selecting the Turbo 50, the website presents the information in a magazine-style layout, showcasing all the details. The German website offers this in a totally different format. Focused on just the historical design elements, helping you to understand more about the options of this special limited edition model. Also providing a starting point with a configured car. Also providing a configuration without the historical package being selected. In the USA, the website follows the same design principles as the UK, maintaining the same model layout. The main difference in the USA is that the full range of turbo models are available for purchase. The GT3 models and ST are displayed in the same way as in the UK, with all turbo models being available in the USA. What does this mean to the turbo in the UK market, with the only available car being a limited edition turbo 50 years? The same in Germany, the only available turbo also being the limited edition turbo 50 years. What does this mean to numbers? With fewer 911 turbos being produced overall in the UK, the limited supply supports strong resale values in the future, making it a smart choice in the used car market. Demand drives everything, and with scarcity on its side, the turbo is positioned to hold its value well over time. Looking at the UK market right now, GT models, once known for their exclusivity, have been produced in record numbers, with many now available on the market. Many purchased to flip just for profit, should these halo cars have only been sold to the purist Porsche owners. This raises questions. What does the GT halo car's resale value look like? Only time will tell. As for the turbo, depending on why you are buying a high-end Porsche 911, the 911 Turbo offers a unique blend of rarity, performance, and everyday usability, making it an increasingly compelling choice for enthusiasts and collectors alike. Adding to this, 2024 marked the 50th anniversary of the 911 Turbo, celebrating 5 decades of Porsche's legendary forced induction performance. And looking ahead, the next generation is set to embrace hybrid technology, marking a major shift in the turbo's DNA. What this means for the value and desirability of the last pure combustion 911 turbos remains to be seen, but history suggests that cars retaining their original character normally become the most sought after in years to come. What does this mean for the Turbo 50 limited edition models, with likely only around 40 units available in the UK? With such low production numbers of this model, added the lower overall production numbers of the Turbo, these cars are set to become highly collectible, especially as they mark the final chapter of the pure combustion 911 Turbo. The Turbo 50 is limited to 1,974 cars globally, and most dealerships will only have one build slot. For the lucky owners of the Turbo 50, they should keep hold of them for sure. But all turbo models have a bright future. These amazing cars all play a part of the turbo's history since 1974. And the Turbo 50 owners have probably the best 911 Turbo S ever made. For those fortunate enough to secure one, it could prove to be one of the most significant modern 911 turbos ever produced. What about other special models? The Dakar, with only a couple of these cars ever advertised in the UK at the same time. These are rare to see. Normally advertised at over £200,000, they provide a unique driving experience, and the feedback in the Porsche world is positive. Perfect for any road condition, even able to handle the horrible UK roads and potholes. Another car to look at is the 911R. With only 991 made globally, these rare examples offer a raw experience. For those that know, this is one of the most amazing 911s ever made. There are only 3 cars advertised with prices from £409,000 to £365,000. This car led the path for the ST and was built for the purist. Another highly collectible car is the Sport Classic. Again, there are only a few cars ever advertised. These are priced normally around £280,000. These cars to many are the best looking 911 in the latest generation, capturing the past and the present together perfectly. Built to celebrate 60 years of the 911, only 1,250 cars were made globally. This is a special car to own and drives as good as it looks. The other 60th celebration car was the 911 ST. Only 1,964 cars were made globally, and these achieve high premiums, with the only car advertised at the moment at £425,000. The ST is a driver-focused car built for the road, using the GT3 RS engine, combined with a manual gearbox. The feedback in the Porsche world is only positive. So whilst the UK market is a mess and prices are as low as they have ever been, what model would you buy? The 911 ST. The Sport Classic. A Turbo 50 Years Edition. It doesn't matter which Porsche you dream of owning. From a classic 911 with now 50 years of proven success, to something newer, every model offers something unique to its lucky owner. Each Porsche is engineered to deliver an exhilarating driving experience, blending precision, power, and an historical past in a way that no other brand can match. For some, owning a Porsche is about more than performance. It's a statement of success, a lifelong aspiration finally fulfilled. And for many, it's the realization of a bucket list dream, something they've worked towards for many decades. Regardless of the model, every Porsche holds a special place in the hearts of its owners, making the experience of driving one truly unforgettable. So in February 2025, all the data combined show some interesting numbers. Looking at the average pricing. Now remember, average prices means that high mileage or poor history cars advertised at the lower end drag the prices down. When buying a 911, full service main dealer history demands much higher prices. Cars with full history at Porsche will have followed the maintenance requirements, always using the correct parts and oils throughout the car's life. This normally means you are buying a car you can trust to be reliable. Cars that never see a dealership might not be a wise choice, but priced low, it's a gamble that can pay off. But the next owner, when you come to sell, might require full history at Porsche. With the UK markets being so low at the moment, there are some amazing cars advertised at the right price and even some limited models that are not normally seen. So what Porsche should you buy? This all comes down to your personal taste and the reason for buying. Low build numbers and exclusivity will always hold values and most often appreciate. Some limited models can be seen as investments. Whatever you buy, you won't be disappointed. Money cannot buy you happiness, but it can buy you a Porsche. Values at the moment should not be the real focus, the driving pleasure should. Whatever 911 you purchase, it will be amazing to own. Don't forget to join Porsche Club GB to enhance your ownership experience and join the Porsche community. Let me know your thoughts, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more Porsche videos.